You're still on Health Monitor, your guides good health, and this is the natural healthcare part of the show, where we have Bola Pharmaceuticals Limited, disseminating health-friendly information that will definitely suit your health purpose. Today we have in our studios the managing director of Bola Pharmaceuticals Limited, and today he wants to look at another degenerative disease called diabetes. Welcome to our studios.
Good afternoon.
Okay. All right. So last week we did talk about sickle cell anemia and how to manage it, how to make sure that people don't get it. And the only way is to love with your head, not with your emotions, okay? Yeah. And to make sure that if you are a carrier of sickle cell anemia, do not marry somebody else who is also a carrier. That is just the best way to prevent it. But today I want to look at diabetes. And, diabetes has been causing so much damage to so many people's bodies. And, for me, I think that diabetes is basically something to do with your diet. I don't know if I'm correct. And you're here today to enlighten us more on what diabetes is, what causes it, and how we can prevent diabetes.
Diabetes is a degenerative disease, and it's very, very common in Nigeria. In fact, worldwide, the incidence of diabetes is increasing at an alarming rate.
Why is this?
Well, there are various reasons. There are two types of diabetes. There's the type 1 and there's the type 2. The type 2 that seems to be increasing a lot. And a lot of it has been connected with lifestyles and health. Okay. And eating habits. And with a very, very bad eating habit, there's a greater chance of people developing diabetes. Even at a younger age now, they're seeing it at a younger age now, and then at older ages. So, and then there's a little bit of it that is genetically connected. Maybe it occurs in the family a lot. So that's a genetic reason, but a large proportion of it is environment and our diet habits.
Okay. What has exercise got anything to do with it?
As what?
Exercise.
Exercise helps in diabetes. Okay. It does help a lot.
Prevents it? Does it prevent
it? It prevents it, or at least it moves it to a later stage in life. Okay. So if you are very active, you do a lot of exercise, it helps your body to increase its immune level, and also helps your body in its digestive processes of breaking down carbohydrates into sugar. And increase stimulation of insulin, increase stimulation of proteins and enzymes in the body that helps in the digestion of the food that we eat. So it does help.
Okay. Does your BMI affect your state of?
Oh, the more overweight you are, the greater chance you are going to have diabetes, along with high blood pressure.
Yeah, but we're catching so many people with diabetes who are slim.
Oh yes,
and there's some who are really big and fat. I
said greater chance. Okay. Yes, greater chance of you having it. Diabetes is caused by too much sugar in the blood.
Okay. And when you say sugar,
yes,
because I know that a lot of our diets when you say sugar, people think it's just white sugar that you put in your tea.
No, I will explain that.
Okay.
Yes. When you take carbohydrates in the body, it gets broken down to sugars. Okay, and then also you can also take sugar. People take it, put in their tea, take a lot of it, soft drinks, for example.
Soft drinks, yeah.
Yes. So we now put a lot of weight on the body, what you call sugar weight on the body, so that the body is laden with too much sugar. Now, two things can happen. Either the insulin is not enough to synthesize and break down the sugar, or to help the digest the sugar, or the sugar overwhelms the amount of insulin in the body. And so because of that, you find that people begin to have a constant level of sugar in their body, which is not good for the body, and it begins to manifest in various areas. Begin to manifest in headaches and body pains, begin to manifest in not enough insulin, and then can even begin to have what I call states in the body that you don't even detect. You think everything is fine. Okay. Until much later in life, you find that you have high blood pressure, can result in high blood pressure. And then you find that you can have pain in the extremities, numbness in the extremities. And then after a while, glaucoma and eye problems also occur. So it's a very, very bad epileptic disease. So over time, begins to cause this thing. It can affect blood flow to the extremities. Some people have had amputated legs because of the diabetes.
What actually is apart from diet, what again can cause diabetes?
It's basically other diseases can also cause diabetes, for example. High blood pressure high blood cholesterol. And so everything, a lot of it is connected with your diet. So high blood cholesterol, so you take too much fat, for example, take too much oil, high density lipoprotein, HDL and LDL balance. Those are the two types of lipids in the body. So if that balance is not right, you find that you stress the body with a high level of cholesterol, which results in diabetes. When people have diabetes, it also begins to deposit lipids in the blood vessels and begins to thicken the blood vessels, okay? So that blood that's supposed to be moving properly through the blood vessels are moving with a lot of stress. So it causes the heart to pump harder to move the same volume of blood through the body. And so that begins to have heart disease and hypertension. So, it can cause deep kidney problems. Yes, it can cause liver problems. So that's why it's really one of the worst debilitating diseases. And there are millions and millions of people all over the world that are having diabetes now.
Yes, and not only that, the fact that people are not really aware about what causes diabetes, because that is why the number of people having diabetes are increasing.
Yes.
Because people, and it's either they are not aware or they are aware but they don't take it seriously.
Yes.
Because from what you said, the diet is key and exercise is key, but these two, and lifestyle.
Yeah,
you still see people with lifestyle that can actually trigger diabetes.
Yeah.
So, as a pharmacist, what are your recommendations?
My recommendations is that if you feel fatigued, you feel tired, there's no answer to the way you feel, you need to do your blood test.
Okay.
And your blood test will confirm whether you have a high blood sugar level. If you find yourself with high blood sugar level, see your doctor. There are drugs that can manage diabetes. There are pharmaceutical products. There are prescription products. So we'll not mention them, but there's a whole lot of drugs that have been discovered and made over time that are good for the management of that. But that is management. Over time, even those drugs do not really prevent the long-term side effects. So the advice I give people is that the most important thing for degenerative disease, whether it's diabetes or cancer or high blood pressure, is your diet. Somebody said many years ago, said, let your medicine be your food and your food be your medicine. Some people don't believe it. Oh, food is food. What is food that is your medicine? Is it from the food you're taking things into your body that can affect you negatively or positively?
Okay.
We have a very high level of starch and carbohydrates in our diet. There are
Starch
bars,
and carbohydrates.
yes, there are bars and
especially the white rice.
the starch, the white rice, and all those things. So we are loading ourselves with carbohydrates. When we load ourselves with too much carbohydrates, and we don't take enough of the other things, proteins from plant sources, vegetables, and fruits, there's an imbalance of what we are taking. And these things, for example, a study by Professor Campbell in Cornell University in the US has already shown clearly there's a link between diet and cancer.
Diet and cancer,
yes.
Okay.
There's a link between it. So, but we're not talking about cancer today. But more and more is also showing that high protein diet from meat sources, animal sources, causes cancer, and it's better to take plant protein in your diet. Same thing with diabetes.
Okay.
So all the things like hamburgers and things like high level of carbohydrates and meat pies, all those things that contain so much starch and flour, they are going to begin to stimulate increased chances of you having diabetes.